Yeah, Chopper. Yeah. Chopper with the ones and twos, how you do back on YouTube, man. Let's set the record straight. Millionaire streamers panics over paying rent. Let's check the video out.
What's popping, y'all? Like when I said that FaZe was not going, the new FaZe, whatever group that they're trying to keep together, was not going to hold it together for very long. We're already seeing the cracks start to form. And why are the cracks forming? Well, because some people realize that they have to pay rent. I pay, well, I don't pay rent. I live in mama's crib. Mom pays rent. And I live in the basement, but the rest of you guys that may live on your own, you're paying.
Shout out to everybody who living in their mom's basement right now. Mom shed, dad shed, whatever. I salute y'all. Save that money, stack that paper, man. Get y'all credit right. Me, I'm living in a one-bed apartment, man.
Paying rent, or either your parents are paying rent. These streamers, they didn't see that because FaZe, whilst making no money on these guys and asking for a meager 20%, to have some incentive to support their careers. Well, now they're like, hey, you're either getting out of this crib or you're going to start paying the rent that we were paying for the crib. And how much did this crib cost? Let's just go back. Let's rewind. Let's go back a year ago in 2025, in the beginning of 2025, when they first heard what kind of crib they were going to get and the rent that was going to be paid for them for this crib.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Hey, you too fast. Leave me alone.
Base 44.
I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Nobody could complain because you heard Lacey. Nobody could pick. He's seeing the new house on Wednesday.
Wait, it's like locked in? Which one we're
What
getting?
we're looking at is one of the main.
And he said that
There's no bad house or rooms, and it's insane. Look, there's no.
what about the driveway?
2 gates.
Oh,
Holy! This could be the year.
How many rooms?
I don't want to leak it on there. If you mute, I'll tell you. 150K a month. And it comes with 2 colonins for the year.
I ain't know FaZe had it like that. 150K a month?
And 2 colonins for the year.
So yeah,
who paying 150K a month?
there was Ronaldo saying 150K a month. That's a hefty price for rent, but they're not paying for any of it. Of course, it was free. Well, the first person to really crack
Let me borrow
was
50K for
Lacey
tomorrow.
and talk about this and how much he would have to pay. I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Water, when it comes down to everything. Unfortunately, I am estimated, hypothetically.
Is that a stud?
Around $18,000.
Oh, God. Oh, that's a grown man. My bad. Boy, you disguised as a stud.
I know. So, yeah, 10-hour streams coming soon every day, man. The daily 10-hour streams are coming all 2026. And I'm going to be honest, that is just, y'all are saying that's not bad. Not bad. Oh. Not bad, huh? $18,000 for rent is not bad? That's not bad?
Oh, tripping.
Now, some people are seeing this and saying, some of his fans, this is how you know his
Y'all
fans are
tripping.
really young, because they're saying 18 grand is not bad for rent. Because I know some of you guys that actually, people that actually have to do real work. You're looking at it like, I can't imagine a world in which I'm paying 8 grand for rent, let alone 18 grand. And keep in mind, this is 18 grand to live amongst other people. So granted, this crib is gigantic. But he's living with a bunch of other people for 18 grand. But for them, they're looking at it like, man, you're a millionaire. Well, people just see somebody that's popular and they think they have a ton of money, which used to be true. But in the past, maybe 5 or so years, that has not been the case. Now, this guy, yeah, he does make a ton of money. But when you go from paying $0 for rent to $18,000 for rent, that's a lot of money. It is. And let's just say he's making more than 100K. Like this guy, Lacey, he's up. But he decided to devise a plan specifically to try and make sure that he's getting more bread and is able to make this rent. And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
So, rent is due. Rent is due, so today will be a long stream. Yesterday was a long stream. The day before that was a 13-hour stream. I also would appreciate it if I'm going to do a sleep stream. Here's my method. I'm gonna do a sleep stream once a month where I am going to sleep on stream with max ads running, and I need all of you guys to tab me open on your computers with 1% volume and just leave it on.
Thick ass eyebrows. Them eyebrows thick as hell.
On the whole night.
I'm sorry.
No ad block or
I
nothing.
ain't mean to bother you.
So once a month, I'm doing a sleep stream. I need y'all to just help me out one time and help me pay my rent, okay? I'll be asleep. That's fine. Y'all can go to sleep. Just leave the stream open, 1% volume. Let me run max ads for a night and get my rent money. Stop putting that baby doing this. Just come on. Can you guys reason with me here?
So here, the reason, let me tell you why this is unlikely to work. Lacey's supporters, the people that want to do something like this for him, they're already subbed. And if they're already subbed, they're not getting ads. So that's where this plan falls apart. And like, let's say somebody like me, I've actually never watched a Lacey stream. Nothing personal against him. I have who have I watched? I've watched a Ronaldo stream. I have not watched a Jason the Ween stream. And I think everyone else I've not watched an Adapt stream yet either. Although I do like the guy. Yeah, I haven't really watched much of the FaZe guys. Or former FaZe guys. But this guy, Lacey, I mean, maybe those fans will open up a new tab and run these ads, but this guy's running the Justin Bieber yummy formula when he was trying to be Roddy Ricch's The Box, when they were trying to make sure that they'd go from number 2 to actually having the number 1 song. It didn't end up winning. That was one of the most legendary times. That was one of the you had to be there moments when Roddy Ricch was, and I told you guys this when people were glazing Roddy Ricch that year. I was like, all right, y'all laugh at that boy Bieber, right? Well, where are we now? The Navy, Roddy Ricch's album, has been announced 5 times in the past year and a half. It never dropped. Roddy Ricch is nowhere to be found, and Justin Bieber is still on top. Hey, man, this is why this is a game of longevity. But for Lacey, I think this guy's stressing. He's stressing to pay rent. And Adapt is somebody who he's had free rent, and he's had rent paid, and he's been in phase.
The great thing about the Google Career Certificate is no experience is necessary. We are teaching you literally the foundations of project management. If you only have 10 hours a week to learn, you can...
For a very long time, and this was his reaction to this. I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Not bad. Oh.
It's actually funny seeing the guys come to the realization that rent is not always free in life. And it's going to become a moment where you're going to have to pay your own rent. I'm never shocked with it. Most of you in the chat probably understand. I remember I had to come to this realization when I first left the FaZe house after it disbanded in 2020. And a lot of the guys now are realizing, wait, rent, what is that? It's what you pay to live where you live.
This is a perfect example. This is partially why I like this guy too. A very small portion of why I like this guy is because he's got maturity, but he's also got a way in delivering the message to younger people that isn't harsh. Like, you could tell there's 2 types of people. There's a type of person that's like, man, you don't know you got to pay rent? Like when he's talking to the homie, in this case Lacey, or he's like, hey Lacey, listen man, I was living for free once too. And then when I started to have to pay rent, I was in shock. But listen, man, if we're going to keep this content thing going, it's worthy investment. And you're going to have to learn to pay rent eventually. And then you hear him out and you're like, man, I mess with this old head. Not that Adapt is an old head, but you guys know in terms of experience, this guy's a veteran in the game. And whilst reacting to this veteran, Mizkif actually throws shots at another FaZe member that wasn't even there for their announcement video when they were going to quit. And that was Silky. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
The guys now are realizing, wait, rent, what is that? It's what you pay to live where you live.
Oh. I mean, I don't think any of them are going to have to worry about rent. Like, I said this before and I'll say it again. I think without FaZe, most of them are going to be fine. I think some of them are going to do way better, and it's already been happening. I'm pretty sure Ron is going to do way better. Jason, I think, has a huge chance to go crazy if he does the right stuff. But I'll be honest, and I mean, I haven't said his name before. It's like Voldemort to me. But Silky, I don't know what's going to happen with you, bro, but good luck, man. I don't know what's going to go on, but good luck. Seriously. don't know what the hell you're gonna do. I think a lot of other guys will be fine, but Silky, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't even know if I'm gonna invite you to my own parties. I'll be honest with you.
Now, Silky's, he's definitely not struggling for bread. He's a solid streamer in terms of income-wise. However, I think Silky is seeing 18 to 20 bands in rent, and his head starts spinning. And he's like, whoa, I don't know if I'm going to pay that. Granted, Silky is one of the, if we're talking about the laziest streamer in that house, because Silky has consistently been a lazy streamer. This is with all due respect, but the guy's been inconsistent. There's cycles. Every streamer's got a certain cycle where, like the Aiden Ross cycle. All right, guys, this is going to be a big stream. You know, this Friday, stream doesn't happen. Man, sorry, guys. You know, like, something happened. I just, like, I'm going to make it up to you guys. Stream eventually happens. He's like, yo, I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to go crazy. Takes a long break. Comes back. And then you just repeat the cycle. I mean, real Aiden Ross fans probably know a lot more about this than I do. But with Silky, it's a similar cycle. You can never expect the guy. He was consistent for that whole phase 30 days marathon, subathon thing, and they got him to over 100K there. But he's consistently provided the least amount of streams. If we had to go by hours, he probably streamed the least hours. And I think that's in part because we all looked at it like, how much does this guy even belong there? And how much does he want to be there? I think he's somebody that can make it work, but I don't think he's going to want to pay 18 to 20K in rent to live amongst people that he wouldn't even live with if it wasn't for free. And that's the way that I look at it. And then, like I said, this is going to start the conversations of people thinking to themselves, like, yo, is this worth 20K in rent? The reason why they had to stay in that house and pay FaZe, which is funny, that the most profitable month in the FaZe organization is going to be the month that they all left, because they're going to collect the rent off of those guys. But for them to find a house for all of those guys, number one, they would have to move. Number two, to find a crib with that many rooms that are big rooms, like these guys have nice rooms in LA, is difficult. And then for them to go through the logistics of acquiring the crib and all the paperwork and all that, they're not trying to go through that. So it's either they were going to stay at that house, which it seems that they're going to do, which I like that, or they were probably just going to end up living in different places. I do want them to stay together. I want to be proven wrong in this. I think Silky's going to be the first guy out of there. And then after that, I think most of them will be able to keep it together. Jason. It's Silky and then maybe Jason after. The other guys I can see being an authentic group. Like Ronaldo, Lacey, and Adapt. I could see that being a trio. Who else? I feel like there's a member that I'm missing. Rage, let's be real. Rage is just doing his own thing. He's like a guest that'll show up here and there. But those three guys I see being the core. And Jason just slowly drifting off and doing his own thing after that. I think he wants to keep it together, but it's not that he doesn't fit with them. It's just a more complicated, my reasoning for it is a lot more complicated than I can put across in this video. But yeah, we're already seeing some friction, and rent is a pain, and it's January too. So Stable Ronaldo was talking about how much his income took a dip. I think he took like a 60-70% dip in income from December. So this month's rent is going to hit hard for Lacey. Hopefully, he can maintain his income without splurging a little bit too much on whips and his girlfriend. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one.
Switch to TurboTax. File free in the app by 2/28. All 100.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I forgot I did a video. I'm sorry. I was like, I got lost or something. But paying rent $18,000 is crazy. Like, come on, man. You paying rent for that much? That's a whole year worth of rent itself. to be honest with you, paying $18K. But dude paying $150,000 a month, like, man, you could have got you a regular house for that money. Like, what you doing? But if he got it, he got it. You know what I'm saying? If you got the money, hey, ball out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't tricking if you got it, right? But anyway, man, Chopper with the ones and twos, man. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in with the video. Make sure y'all like the video, man. And stay tuned for more reactions. Chopper out.